say, that intro actually looks really good all blown up. But this is Castlevania Order of Ecclesia, made by Konami, because you didn't see that bit at the beginning because that was on the top screen. Anyway, this is one of them Metroidvanias. Ah, that was the wrong button. It is on the DS, there is a top screen, but by and large it doesn't contain anything that you'd really care about as a watcher. What Wi-Fi connection? Primarily, on the top screen is the map, which, I mean, it's useful for me, but you can just look up a map of it or something if you really care.
Returning to life time and again since the ancient Middle Ages, the evil Lord Dracula has driven people to terror. Each time Dracula returned from the dead, the Belmont clan fought him in the shadows, wielding the Holy Whip. Through their efforts, humanity avoided the darkness, securing prosperity. But early in the 19th century, having lost their ability to resist the darkness, those in positions of power at the time began to search for new ways to counter Dracula. Our organization, Ecclesia, was born then as one of those countermeasures. Many organizations were established with the same goal, and day after day they conducted their studies diligently. But each was dissolved when they failed to produce satisfactory results. But that was when Barlow, the leader of Ecclesia, finally made a surprising breakthrough that could stand up against Dracula.
We have control now. This is Shinoa. She's got all kinds of crazy abilities, but we can't use any of them yet. We can jump around though. Yes, she and Albus down there are members of the Order of Ecclesia, as the title would suggest. Time to go get the ultimate weapon to banish evil. this is the main mechanic of the game. Janella's got a kind of master glyph on her back that sucks in others. And that is how we fight. She basically conjures a rapier that stabs just in front of her. It's got the standard... You have to time it better, but you can still do that. Must be with swords, I'm thinking. And as you may notice up there, you can spam this like crazy and then it runs out. But it fills up rather quickly. She just needs to stop fighting for a couple seconds. Glyph Unions, on the other hand... They're basically, instead of sub-weapons, she has special moves that she can use based on what glyphs she has equipped in her left and right hands. Those can get kind of crazy. Understood why the music in this area works the way it does. When Albus interrupted her absorbing all three parts of Dominus at once there, it broke her memories. I'm not sure if she even remembered how to walk. We just know that it was a few weeks before that point where we're at now. So now we gotta find him and... find out what happened. This game, while it is decidedly a Metroidvania, takes a lot more cues from the other original Metroidvania, as it were, Simon's Quest. But in a good way, actually. I know that may sound weird. It has a lot of thematic elements from that game, but used in more appropriate ways. Like multiple levels that are in effect giant mansions and the like. This is the teleportation warp type thing for this game. It looks like the ones in any Castlevania game. You find another one, and I need to stop getting hit by skeletons. They're not very dangerous here, but it'll add up. You know, those bats always get me. I always forget about them. You can see them, but they blend in reasonably well. I would consider myself good at this game. I've actually completed it to such an absurd degree I had to come up with self-imposed challenges, but that doesn't mean I remember what I'm doing. Unfortunately, this is not a touchscreen required dealie. Absolutely nothing requires the touchscreen in this game. Except for one of the alternate character game modes, which means it's pretty much something I can't even show off effectively. Look at me, I've got a bubble of magnets. I should be able to finish the monasteries, but those things. And of course, little stuff. We now have shoes. We are not running around barefoot. I am out of practice, and have never played it on a screen this big before. I do love this game. After a lot of consideration, I determined it's my favorite of the DS ones. The other two being Portrait of Ruin and Dawn of Sorrow. Just from the sheer amount of other stuff I've been able to do. I'm mostly getting a feel for it. It would be pretty easy to just shoot myself around exactly where I want to go at this point, but the puzzles get trickier later on. I may have to fiddle with the controls to allow myself to do diagonals better. It's having trouble recognizing up, left, down, I mean, it recognizes them, but it's having trouble getting up, left. Okay, they don't knock me up, so I can't get it. We just got a cat! Oh, right, that just means he can drop it. This is a thing. If we can destroy every single one of these blocks, we get a prize. They are actually finite. Well, they aren't. They are and aren't finite. It's complicated. But needless to say, we can't do it with what we've got now. We need more AoE to do it. I'm not going to be doing much glyph farming, really, because the game gives you a fair number of glyphs. Everyone's favorite, the knife. And that is the dud combo. It means you combine two glyphs that do not actually work well together. On the other hand, that's quite a thing. Ah, that's right. The ghost. Spooky ghost, yeah. They normally look different. The chests are actually random in their quality to a degree. So we actually got lucky and got a really powerful chest there. If you want to walk off the cliff, that's your business, man. Ooh. I need that heart. 500 gold. Zombies are the usual we never stop respawning type deal, so I should probably stop trying to kill them and just move on. Skeletons, on the other hand. Oh, chest. Secure! Ah yes, this is the one I was thinking of. This is what I was trying to do with the rapier earlier. It pauses you, but not if you get it timed right in midair to land, cancel the phase. chests are the set ones. There's a convenient way out, and the familiar type of door. Get me with your tiny nets. Is he going for the roll? Oh no, There we go. The bosses in this game are very strong in terms of how much they hurt when they hit you. You have to actually be careful. It's one of the reasons I like it. We've got time to do the town because it's not much of anything. It'll just let us get started on the next area next video. One thing I should also point out is you've got that thing on the lower right there. It's got 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 122. That is Shinoa's glyph affinity. Every time she absorbs a glyph of any type, every affinity gains a single point. Also, killing an enemy with a specific type of glyph will raise your affinity for all those glyphs. It increases both the damage you deal and reduces the damage you take from those affinities. Maxes out at like some 65 whatchammer that hexadecimal value.
You have saved me.
And this is now basically our home base. And using the save point here, I will see you all next time on Let's Play Order of Ecclesia. Later, everyone.